after Michael Vick and the Eagles took down Andre Johnson and the Houston Texans. Andre not suspended for this game, and Michael Vick, with the fireworks still smoky around him from the opening kickoff, finds Deshaun Jackson on the opening drive.
I like how they started the game, a lot like the Washington game. Take a shot downfield to Deshaun Jackson.
And then 10 plays later, LaShawn McCoy just steps in the end zone. Michael Vick 7 of 8 on the opening 11-play drive. Second quarter of this game, Eagles up 7-3 when it's McCoy again called on deck. He runs this one in this time, caps another 11-play drive, and the Eagles are putting it on the Texans early on in this game. It's 17-3 midway through the second quarter when Matt Schaub finds a wide open Andre Johnson, Dion.
Andre Johnson, it was a great double move, a great route, double covered, and he still beat the double coverage.
2 plays later, Schaub is rolling right and finds Jacoby Jones in the end zone for the first Texan touchdown of the game. 12th touchdown drive of 80 yards or more. That's the most in the NFL for the Texans. And then the next Texans possession had a chance to go down and tie the game at the half, but that's a horrible interception.
Yeah, he's got to get the ball up and over the top of the defensive end, but he didn't get enough on top of it and pick, and luckily they held him to just a field goal.
And that's because the Eagles made some more red zone mistakes. As Joe Theismann pointed out on that drive, they kept dropping the ball in the last couple of weeks in the red zone, and Brent Selleck drops this one, and that was after Jeremy Maclin had one go right off his grill in the end zone. So the Eagles have to settle for a field goal. They're up by 10 in the second quarter, but the Texans were a different team in quarter number 3. Matt Schaub and the Texans come out of the locker room, begin firing it down the field. Andre Johnson open for 19 yards.
You got to get a coaching staff credit. They made adjustments at halftime and wanted to implement Andre Johnson much more in this offense.
And this kid, Arian Foster's a beast, Marshall.
Ooh, he is. Played a huge role, not just in the running game, but in the passing game. Caught some balls and really got this offense going just as well.
Yeah, he trucked over Nate Allen into the end zone, and the next Eagles drive, it's Michael Vick with a rare interception. That's one in the last 2 games now for him. And Jason Allen, who got, he's the one who picks off Michael Vick, and the Texans turn that pick into points with another 80-plus yard drive. Andre Johnson, 31 yards on 3rd and 17 right there.
The ball was underthrown. It looked like Andre pushed off a little bit, but made a nice catch coming back to the ball.
And then 4 plays later, Arian Foster with his second touchdown of the quarter, and now the Texans were up by the score of 24-20. But that's when Michael Vick and the Eagles began to assert themselves. After an up and down third quarter, mostly down third quarter, they score their first points of the half by Deshaun Jackson getting 33 yards on the 2nd and 8 play, and then 2 plays later, Vick sneaks it in.
And you might as well just take it in here yourself. You put a nice drive together after Houston took the lead. The Eagles answer.
27-24, and then the Texans cannot get any points on their next drive. So with less than 10 minutes to go, the Eagles get the ball back. And LaShawn McCoy out of the backfield, everybody.
This is what they do best now. They can screen anywhere, anytime. And this one really is going to put this game out of reach.
And this was a crucial play, though, because the Texans got the Eagles in a 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 19. Just when you think they might be able to hold the Eagles to a field goal, which would give them a chance to take the lead with getting the ball back, Brent Selleck leaps for the first down as he's rolling over Kevin Bentley, initially called short of the line of gain, but Andy Reid, that's sort of a weak little toss there, Steve.
That was not an angry flag. That was just I think Mike Vick talked him into it, but Brent Selleck said, hey, Coach, you know what? I think I reached over that line, and you know what? He was right.
Whether you throw the flag with conviction or not, he threw the flag, and the ruling was overturned, and it gave the Eagles a fresh set of downs with which they scored a back-breaking touchdown. Owen Schmidt, 5 yards out of the backfield. Mike Vick is all fired up because his Eagles are up by 10. And with Matt Schaub facing the last chance saloon, he is hit by Nate Allen. Darryl Tapp recovers for the Eagles, and the Texans get tapped on the shoulder. The Texans get tapped on the shoulder by the homestanding Eagles, who lost the lead in the third quarter, but came from behind to win it in the fourth quarter, as Michael Vick has his 2nd consecutive 300-yard passing game. 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground, 2 more touchdowns for LaShawn McCoy. Deshaun Jackson had a nice bounce-back game for him, 84 yards from Michael Vick. And now the Eagles are up in the NFC East by a half game over the Giants, who take on the Washington Redskins at home on Sunday. And even if the Giants do win that game, the Eagles will be in first place in the NFC East.